Most people blame the protocol when Lyme treatment stops working, but 90% of the time, it's not the protocol. It's one thing that no one ever talks about, and if you don't fix it, you'll stay stuck no matter what you take. My name is Ryan Kearns. After having a Lyme infection myself and getting better in an all-natural way, I went on to help thousands of other people fight back against Lyme disease. Now I spend all my time studying, helping people with Lyme disease, and understanding this tricky illness from the inside out. Symptoms flare up and then plateau and stay the same. You're detoxing, but nothing changes. New symptoms appear out of nowhere, or you felt better and then crashed. If that's you, keep watching. You're not crazy and you're not failing. There's a real reason why this happens. And here's the reason. Your protocol or your treatment didn't stop working. Your body has hit a bottleneck. It could be a detox bottleneck. If your body's not removing the toxins released from Lyme microbes, symptoms worsen, treatment stalls. It could be a nervous system bottleneck. Fight or flight mode shuts down healing in the body. It could be a gut bottleneck. Infections overwhelm a damaged gut microbiome. It could be a mitochondrial bottleneck. If your energy systems fail, then the treatment would be too intense for your mitochondria to handle. It could even be a co-infection bottleneck. If you're treating the wrong infection first, this could potentially delay getting better and make things worse. The biggest mistake that I see Lyme patients make is assuming that more treatment equals more healing. That's just not the case. When there's a bottleneck, more treatment will actually make you worse. And a big problem that I see is most doctors don't understand these bottlenecks, they don't teach them to their patients, and they don't explain how these bottlenecks could directly hold back your patients from feeling better and even make them feel worse. So here's why people plateau during Lyme disease treatment. Let's drastically oversimplify this. Let's think of the body like a funnel. The treatment or the protocol, the herbs or supplements that you're using go in the top. And your detox, your nervous system, and your mitochondria are the bottom of the funnel. If the bottom is clogged, nothing moves, nothing goes through that funnel. You feel worse, you plateau, and you crash. Addressing these underlying bottlenecks and removing them from the bottom of the funnel allows things to flow easily and get your body back on the healing path. Here's exactly how to tell which bottleneck you're dealing with. Number one, the detox bottleneck. The main clue here is that symptoms spike during treatment. You might feel head pressure, fatigue, body aches. You might have chemical sensitivity increases or even food sensitivity increases. So if you feel more sensitive to things and you're reacting more frequently to different foods or chemicals, that's a big sign. When it feels like you can't tolerate anything or you can't eat certain foods, supplements, herbs, etc., that could mean your body needs help in the detox department and you might be up against a detox bottleneck. Number two, the nervous system bottleneck. This looks more like random flares and hypersensitivity. This one often leads to anxiety and insomnia. So if you can't sleep at night and your mind is constantly racing. You could also have light and sound sensitivity. So if bright lights and loud sounds really crush you, this might be the bottleneck you're dealing with. If you have heart palpitations or your heart starts racing when you change treatments or increase treatments, then that could be the nervous system bottleneck as well. A ramped up nervous system finds it extremely hard to heal, and your symptoms might change constantly. It's kind of like if you were drowning and instead of treading water nicely, you kick and punch with your arms, and that just makes you sink faster. The nervous system is in a fight or flight mode. It is kicking and punching as it goes down. It is trying to find the best path desperately, and what happens is it leads to a flare in symptoms, constant symptom changes, anxiety and insomnia, and everything we just discussed. Number three, the gut bottleneck. This might look like food sensitivities and increased inflammation. You might get bloating or nausea. You might feel your symptoms get worse after eating. And you might find that your protocols actually trigger stomach issues. Especially if you're using herbals, they should not trigger any type of stomach issues. If you're using antibiotics, that makes sense. You're killing your gut microbiome with those antibiotics. That will lead to a more permeable gut and more gut problems if you have to stay on long-term antibiotics. But if you're on herbals and you're experiencing stomach issues, that's a problem. That means that your stomach is going through something. It might have leaky gut, permeable gut issues. Probably need to strengthen that gut barrier lining and improve your microbiome balance. This bottleneck is one of the most ignored bottlenecks, and so many people are dealing with gut issues and they don't even know it. When food or drink are able to penetrate through the gut barrier lining and reach the bloodstream, this causes a flare of inflammation, very similar to the flare of inflammation that you receive from Lyme infection. 70 to 80% of our immune system lives in the gut microbiome. So taking care of our gut has a direct impact on healing the body. I have full videos on this channel specifically about the gut. Check them out. And number 4, the co-infection bottleneck. If you're treating specifically Lyme disease, but you're dealing with a host of other co-infections, it could be a problem. But that's part of the beauty of using herbal antimicrobials. The herbs that were chosen for the Lyme Recovery Kit were actually chosen because they are broad-based and they can help with all the co-infections as well. Now, you might want to get more specific with your herbs if you have these co-infections, but overall, this core protocol is a great first step, whether you're dealing with Lyme disease, co-infections, or any tick-borne illness. That's why they were chosen. Check them out at lymewars.com. So if your Lyme treatment stops working and you're experiencing weird symptoms, they could be from co-infections. Air hunger or feeling like you can't get enough air goes with Babesia. Foot pain or shin pain often goes with Bartonella. Random fever and chills could be tick-borne relapsing fever, could be Babesia, it could really be most of the co-infections. If you're having anxiety or rage episodes, that's more closely tied to Bartonella. Comment below which one of those sounds like you. It helps me make videos that are tailored specifically for you so that I can help you. I'm not in this to stand around and talk about myself. I'm here to help people. How do we fix this bottleneck? No matter which one of these bottlenecks are stopping your treatment from working, we can get to the bottom of it with a 3-step system. Step 1, stop overloading your body. What most people need first is not more antibiotics. Assuming you're using antimicrobials, what most people need first is not more antimicrobial treatment. It's so easy for people to think, I need to kill. I need to take as much antimicrobials to get rid of this forever. But what really happens is you're just overloading your body, your liver, your kidneys. Your body needs to break these things down and use and utilize them. The more pills, supplements, and medications you're taking, the harder it is on your body. We've got to remove the overload. This is even true if you're only using the core protocol that we have at lymewars.com. You may need to reduce dosing. Switch to pulsing the antimicrobials. That means taking some, then stopping, then taking it, stopping, taking it, stopping. You may even need to pause antimicrobials temporarily so your body can catch up, break everything down, and work through everything that's going through. The longer we overload the body with everything in the kitchen sink, the longer it's going to take to get through that dark phase. If your treatment stopped working, there's a chance your body needs to catch up. Stop overloading it and let your body catch up. Step 2, clear the blockage. You may need to open detox pathways. That means supporting the liver, the lymph, using all of the things we talk about in our free 21-day detox that comes with the Lyme Recovery Kit. But real quick right now, we got hydration, sauna, cold exposure, moving the body a little bit, lymph massage, so much more. Next, supporting the mitochondria. You can only have as much energy as your body actually creates. If there's a problem with your mitochondria working correctly, then supporting them will directly help your body start to get results from treatment. Our top clients get a whole video course on how to support mitochondria. If that's interesting to you, comment below. I can make a whole video series about it. Next, calming the nervous system. If your body's always in a fight or flight mode, it's gonna find it hard to reach rest and repair or healing mode. What we need to do is take deep breaths, meditation, walks in nature, anything that calms you down and helps you remember that things are not as hard as they seem. Even if you're going through a really hard time right now, remembering that you're a human being, that other people have been through what you're going through, and that you can show up for yourself with self-compassion is an excellent step towards getting better. This is one of the things that had the biggest impact on my healing journey, and it seems so soft and ethereal and weird and unable to be tied down, but it's actually one of the most important things. It's simple. The more relaxed and rested and healthy we feel, that means in every area of our life, and the less stressed and anxious and driving and go, dings and pops and alerts from everywhere coming at us at all times, all that anxiety, all that stress makes it really hard for the body to heal. Calm the nervous system, calm the body, heal the body. Next, reducing inflammation. From eating the right foods to taking your anti-inflammatory herbals, there's so much we can do to try and reduce that inflammation. Even some of the things I already mentioned, like opening detox pathways, helps to reduce and remove some of that inflammation as well, and making sure that we're not hitting food sensitivities over and over. You may have a slight food sensitivity to things like gluten or dairy, and if you continue to eat them, the body's just going to continually get those inflammation flares. And to calm it down, we really need to remove those foods from your diet. So that's why I recommend using an elimination diet to try and figure out which foods you're sensitive to, and to put your body through a series of tests to find out how you can better yourself through nutrition and healthy living. That's what I did. That's what I help my clients do. And finally, bind or flush out endotoxins, whether it's from mold exposure or it's from toxins being released from Lyme microbe die-off, or just general toxins in our life all around us. It's important to try and flush some of that out. You can use things like binders like chlorella or activated charcoal to help remove some of those toxins. To me, this step goes along with detox, but it's still incredibly important to know about, and you can do this right away and start taking steps in that direction. All of this will help to clear the blockage and move you forward to step number 3. Step 3 is rebuild before restarting treatment. If you go through this process really quickly, or if you restart treatment before stabilizing, then you're just going to crash right back into a plateau. It's really important to rebuild and stabilize the body before resuming treatment. Oftentimes, if we get people to back up off of their treatment for a little bit and then start again, that's when they see massive breakthroughs and results. The only thing better than that is backing up off treatment for a little bit, rebuilding the body, rebuilding a baseline, trying to build healthy habits without overloading the body, and then reintroducing treatment or herbal antimicrobials. Then the body really takes advantage of everything it's using and gets better quickly. This process of healing the body is different for every individual. You are unique. You are an individual. It's not necessarily going to be exactly the same as the next person or the person before you. For me, I had to support my body from every possible angle to get through Lyme disease. The only reason I was willing to do that was because I had a strong why. I had a reason to go through this really hard period of my life. Nobody said this was easy. But that doesn't mean we don't have to do it. We have to stand up and fight. We have to take back our health. You can do this. Here's when you should change protocols. Look, you don't need a new protocol. You don't need some fancy new thing that nobody else is doing. You just need a protocol that fits you and your unique body. If you're stuck, 8 out of 10 times the problem is mistiming, not the herbs, the antibiotics, the treatment itself. It's usually just the timing and one of these bottlenecks holding back your body from healing. Once we remove those bottlenecks, we'll have much better timing. The body will be ready for that treatment, and you'll be able to reap all the benefits and rewards of using the correct herbal antimicrobials instead of just trying to force it up a hill. It's okay to pause, reset, and restart. That's how real recovery works. People are always surprised by this, but that's how the body works. It's not going to just continue taking treatment, take treatment, take treatment, take treatment, and the body's just going down, 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 down. If you're overloading it, if it's still dealing with nervous system pressure, if it's still dealing with gut issues, if it's still dealing with detox blockage. Sometimes we start, we stop, we start, we stop. This is known as pulsing. Other times we start, we stop, we let the body reset, we rebuild and repair, then we start again from a better place, and it works really well. So there's a lot we can do. It's not always just take more and more is better. More is not always better, especially with Lyme and tick-borne illness treatment. I had a client, Michelle, who thought that everything was failing because every treatment she tried made her feel worse. She would have crazy Herx reactions or just random symptom flares, and it always felt like she was fighting an uphill battle. It turned out she had a detox bottleneck and a nervous system overload. We needed to calm her down, help her with anxiety, help her with depression, help her with meditation and calming the nervous system. But we also needed to support her detox system by supporting her liver and her kidneys and her lymph, and using a few targeted supplements to help do that. We were able to clear things up quickly and then get her right back on the herbal antimicrobials. And then she ended up taking off and feeling like herself again. So it was the same exact protocol, but we just removed all the bottlenecks and then started again. And of course, it's always insanely cool to see someone get better from Lyme and co-infections just from helping them one-on-one. That's why I do this work. You're not failing. Your body just hit a bottleneck. Once you fix that bottleneck, your protocol will start working again. If you want more help figuring out your bottleneck and how to untangle it, grab the free Lyme survival guide. It's completely free and it's linked below this video. I've been through Lyme disease, able to come back in an all-natural way without using antibiotics or doctor's offices or really expensive treatments. And I detailed everything I did in a 6-step manual that you can get for free